What's up? What's up?
What's really good? Look at this boy doing some producing and shit.
I'm trying. I got to try to get better every week.
Look at him. I see you. I
I'm,
see you.
I'm trying to be the next Dr. Dre in this motherfucker.
Well, I mean, I don't know about all that. That would probably be me. You might be the next Spike Lee or Tyler Perry or some shit.
Hey, it don't matter. Hey, however we come up, we come up.
Dig that. Dig that. So, family, Michelle is running a little bit behind, but we're gonna do what we do. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in. We gonna share this thing a little bit. We got plenty of current events, so we got plenty of shit to talk about. And just a heads up, I will be dipping out on the family about half an hour early. As you can see, I'm dressed up, and no, I'm not going to a funeral. I am gonna be handling some top secret G9 classified shit.
Hey, you gotta let them know. Every time black people dress up, don't mean we going to a funeral.
Don't mean somebody died.
Right. So,
although I have been known to kill David in some of these debates, though.
Ain't that a bitch? So,
I just kick facts, dog. I just kick facts.
Hey, I'm gonna kill this nigga tomorrow when I get my privilege.
Right.
So, man, it's you know what? Have you been getting texts from the Democratic Party?
I have not, but my wife been getting texts from, fake ass Joe Biden's and Kamala Harris's.
And I'm telling the people, look, I don't discuss who I vote for with nobody. Used to be a dating time, and I'm like, please stop texting me because you irritating the shit out of me. Well, if you don't vote, then I never said I wasn't gonna vote.
I just said I'm not sharing it with you.
Right. I don't know you, and I'm not gonna share it with you.
Right.
So leave me what they call the fuck alone.
All that.
And for some reason, they act like one person pissed me off so bad. They was like, "You gonna vote for Donald Trump?" I said, "Yeah, I'm voting for Donald Trump." Now leave me I mean, they get irritating as hell. Please leave me alone. I don't know, and they say like with some of the phone calls that you get, they trying to get you to say yes, so they can have that recording and then use that for something else to try to infiltrate your stuff. I don't know if you're doing that with text. So I'm not telling y'all nothing. Leave me the fuck alone.
Right. Yeah, no, I ain't had that issue yet. And you know what? Maybe I have had it and didn't know it, because if the call come up and says potential spam, I ain't picking it up. If it comes up with any name in all caps, that means that you're not in my phone book. I ain't picking it up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If hell, the number comes up, it's a good chance I'm not gonna answer.
Not picking it up. So I mean, it's very possible that I have gotten the calls and just said, "Yep, not picking that one up."
Right. And I tell people, look, I don't know if I don't answer numbers that's not in my phone. So text me first. Let me know who you are.
Let me know who the fuck you is.
Because this it's a guy from Chicago State. He want me to help him out with
What up, Annette? I see you watching.
He want me to help him
out
editing, and he kept calling my phone and I wouldn't answer it. So then he texted me. I called him back. What'd I tell you? I told you that when I gave you my number. I don't have your number, not in my phone. Send me a text first.
Right.
So he ended up learning the hard way, because I think he called me about 15 times.
You see, I've been on my political petty shit today.
You know what? I really ain't been on Facebook today.
Yeah, I've been getting. Oh, what up, Ante? What up, Tay?
Hey, and
man, I'm trying to keep up with you, bro. I'm trying to keep up with you.
Hey, tomorrow's Tay's birthday. The man turned 43.
Oh man, that's why I fucks with him, because he a Virgo too. Oh, that's what it is.
Hey, and congratulations to his daughter. They having the graduation tomorrow. So Tave unfortunately won't be able to be there to see my Giants win. But I'll give him an excuse, because they daughter doing a graduation tomorrow.
What game? What game you supposed to be coming to watch at your house?
The Giants versus the team in Chicago, man.
I mean, but you was talking about your team winning. I was just trying to figure out like what game was he gonna be watching if you was talking about the Giants win. Oh, he was gonna stay and watch you play Madden afterwards or something.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Hey, but speaking of Madden, man, you see all these people going crazy over the PS5. They stand out in line for a day. Man, it ain't that.
Man, my son said that they released the pre-orders at 3:00 at his store, 3:00 p.m. and say with by 3:20 they was all sold out of pre-orders.
Yeah, it ain't.
That's bananas, man.
It's that serious to me.
I like, and half of you motherfuckers ain't even got the money for it.
No,
but I ain't tripping.
All they gonna do is you put the you pre-order it and hoping that you come up with the money.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. I'm not about to deal with it.
You ain't gonna answer the dopey?
Huh?
You ain't gonna answer the dope?
Man, that's my daughter banging on.
Yeah. But
you see what Tay said?
Okay. I see.
If y'all ain't doing nothing, after the graduation and everything, come on over. I don't mind smacking that ass to some dominoes now.
Yeah, I owe y'all some get back.
Hey,
is that old nigga gonna be there talking all this shit?
I haven't invited him.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because he had a whole lot to talk about wearing them. Let me. British nigga wearing British Knights and shit.
Hey, old people stuck in their ways, so it is what it is.
Man, I'm bringing some sticks with me tomorrow. I went and picked up some fresh ones yesterday, just for tomorrow.
Okay. You know what? I need to go get me some because I want one of them triple Maduros. Man, I love that shit because I thought it was gonna be real strong, but it's not that strong.
Yeah, don't lay your ass out with that privilege, but you might not be drinking privilege because it will be up to me to share it after I receive it.
Wow.
I mean, because we could turn this into a sports talk show if you want to. And Michelle ain't even here. You know what I'm saying? I can be the Stephen A to your Max Kellerman and wax that ass in some sports talk.
Wow. Is that what we doing?
I'm just saying. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I've been on my political petty shit because I just been like on edge lately with the amount of inaccurate shit and nonsense people be talking, and it's just like, man, come on, man, get your facts straight. I don't care who you vote for. I'll never be one to tell you who to vote for, but at least own your shit.
Right.
I mean, my thing is this. You want reasons why not to vote for Trump other than the fact that he's an idiot? Let's roll with the fact that the man averages 9 lies a day since he's been elected. Now, you do the math. He was caught lying 200 times in the month of August. They fact-checked him on lies 200 times in August. That's ridiculous.
That's very ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, right? That ain't enough for you. I got 200,000 reasons why you shouldn't vote for him. The number of people who died due to COVID because of his mishandling of the virus and then lying about it.
You know what? Here's what I tell people, and we've been saying this from when we first started, when we was on Talk Zone. I never tell people who to vote for. All I ask you to do is do a little bit of research on the candidate, on all candidates, and then go with your heart. You got people voting for people just because they say you should vote for them.
I don't even care if you research them. Because you asking people to do too much. Own your shit. If you want to vote for Trump, don't give me no excuses why you're doing it. You don't even owe me an explanation. Just say I'm doing it because I want to.
Exactly.
But don't come talking about all this great shit he did and he ain't did nothing great. You know what I'm saying? When the black pastor asked him at the town hall about Make America Great Again and how disrespectful that sounds to people of color, he was like, oh, well, before the coronavirus. No, you said let's make America great again. First of all, let's just be clear. He never answered the question. You said make America great again. When has America ever been great for black people? Just point to it. I'm gonna wait because we come from. I mean, I know you can't be talking about slavery. I know you can't be talking about post-slavery, 13th Amendment America. I know you can't be talking about Jim Crow America, Civil Rights America, redlining America, lack of education, lack of education in the hood America. You can't be talking about none of that. You know what I'm saying? So when people start touting Trump about how great he is and this, that, and other, don't stop the bullshit. Just tell me, you know what? I'm voting for him because I want to, because I don't really know nothing else. Just say that.
Right.
Because I get tired of the bullshit excuses and explanations that are not rooted in fact, no kind of fact. You know, if you know anyone who got COVID or died from COVID, unfortunately, and you vote for this motherfucker, I don't really know what to say. He refuses to denounce and speak against white supremacy and racial hatred.
Right.
If you refuse to speak on it, remaining silent is as bad as participating in my eyes. Exactly. So, I mean, this is not a time to be silent.
Hey, I can't even come behind that. I can't. I mean, shit, it is what it is, and
I mean, you got people talking about this like the pastor that was on the town hall for Trump. They invited him on CNN, and he was like, Trump's not even an option for his vote, but Biden is not guaranteed his vote because he wants to hear what the plan is. And like, I get it. I really do. But I'm so sick of hearing that shit. Because if you're asking the president and vice presidential nominees what their plan is for Black America on reparations, whatever, if you're not going to follow that up with how do you plan, what change? Okay, well, first of all, they can't change Congress. You have to change Congress.
Right.
So if they don't have, if the congressmen and the senators and the state reps that you elect are not locked in lockstep with what Biden and Harris are talking about, it don't matter what their plan is because Congress is the ones that have to draft the bill to pass the law. Exactly. So I'm not really understanding why people like, yo, they got to, Biden and Harris got to tell me something. Okay, that's fine. But once they tell you something, then what? You know, what you doing? Homework, nigga?
No, I'm. There's a couple stories that I'm bringing up.
Oh, okay.
It's some tomfuckery stories, and the bad thing about it is, you would think that like the shit I'm about to bring up, you would think the shit would only happen once. Wrong. So, because when I was looking up the first story that I saw, which I'm about to bring up in a minute, I'm like, okay, I thought I had it, but come to find out, it's two things. It's the same thing that happened twice. Like, what the fuck are you stupid motherfuckers doing? So, let me bring up this first one. So, this is the one that I ended up finding when I looked it up. 3 charged in a robbery at Marquette Park Beach. 1 remains at large. But the thing is, all 3 of them had on ankle monitors.
Come on, man.
The GPS ankle monitors.
Come on, man.
So, and that was here in Chicago. Then,
why am I not shocked? Why did that little tidbit of information not shock?
It did in America's Dick, Florida. Same thing. 3 men who wore GPS ankle monitors while burglarizing dozens of homes.
Yeah, because it's not like they work or nothing.
And I'm like, are you serious?
Unfortunately, look, man, when I was working at the establishment with you, I used to periodically just talk to cats and be like, none of you all are here because you committed a crime. There are plenty of people who commit crimes that will never see the inside of a jail or a prison. You all are here because you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Pretty period, point blank.
I stole your line yesterday, right? That was 2 days ago. I had pushed the sergeant, right? He like, hey, you see him, right? He attempted to assault me. I said, look here, I don't attempt shit. If I'm gonna do it, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Cause that's like a motherfucker going in jail, getting arrested for attempted murder. He can't even finish the job.
You can't even kill him.
So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Trust me.
Right. Just fuck your whole life. You can't kill somebody. Come on, man.
You ain't gonna never. Yeah, man. Hey, did you hear Cross had an attempted murder?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. They gonna be like, man, Deron went to jail for attempt murder. They be like, yeah, could have been Deron.
Exactly.
Couldn't have been me.
Man, I was looking up this story. So it's a mother. I can't find it on here. I got it on my phone. I typed in the same damn thing it says, but it's a mother from San Antonio lost custody to the father of her two children, her two sons. So to get back at the father, she killed both the sons. 3 and 5.
Oh, that makes sense.
And
because you sure showed him.
Exactly. And you know what? But that's I'm not gonna say it's common, but it's happening more than it should. Because there's a lady in New York that lost custody. Her and her daughter was at a rooftop. We talked about this on the show. Her and her daughter was at a rooftop restaurant, and after they ate, they jumped off. She grabbed the daughter and they jumped off the rooftop. And it's sad that we tell men who lose custody, and they don't even allow the men to be in their life, but they tell them to man up. But when a woman loses custody, everybody, it's like that's the worst thing in the world. But most men, when they have custody, they don't keep the child away from the mother.
Mm-hmm.
But we tell
the only situations I heard of men keeping kids away from the mother is when they kidnapped them because the mother wouldn't let them see them.
Right.
But I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying that's the only thing I can come to off top.
Right. And when we talk about child support, when we talk about custody and stuff like that, nobody ever want to bring these facts out. Nobody ever want to talk about it. We always tell men, y'all need to man up. Just like when man Mabry used to talk, he used to say a man should have to fight. A man should fight. Oh, we got shells up in here.
Yo,
what's up, sis?
What's good?
When I was
difficulties. What's happening?
What's up?
When I talked to Mabry about it, he would always say a man should have to fight. A real man will fight to be in this kid's life. All that other stuff is unnecessary. And I would ask him, I said, why should a man have to fight for something that should be a right, but a woman shouldn't have to fight?
So basically what he's saying is that a motherfucker should be willing to go bankrupt to fight a woman who's being spiteful.
Right. And trust me, you will go bankrupt fighting because the woman has the court. She has the government backing her. While you have nothing.
I mean, well, they've changed the laws over time, but it's still some work to be done.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you got protected groups out here. And a lot, unfortunately, for the most part,
what you talking about? Elephants, rhinos, and women?
Don't say women, Jews, and gays. Hey, but check this out.
I knew look. I knew where you was going, but I just had to make a little joke out of it.
Hey, did y'all hear about the guy from the cheer thing or whatever?
From here in Chicago.
Yeah.
So listening to 12-year-old boys in Texas.
Yeah. And
say what now?
Yes.
Some dude here in Chicago that was on some Netflix show about cheerleading.
Oh, the black dude. Yeah. He's a fucking pedophile. Yeah, I heard about his podcast.
Yeah.
And you know the bad thing about it, when I listen to the news story, you know the one thing they never say that he's gay. Never.
I mean, well, let's see. You solicited 2 little boys. You don't have to tell me. I can read that.
I mean, does it really matter if he's gay or not? He's a fucking pedophile.
No, I'm not saying that it matters. What I'm saying is they would say black male. They would say white male. They won't put out your sexuality if you're gay, if you're homosexual, but if you're straight, they will say it.
There ain't no need to say it if I'm straight.
But I know that sometimes the shit don't even matter. You know, if it's a crime, it's a crime. Who gives a shit? But they would throw out the race just to throw out the race. I'm just, if you're gonna do it,
you're right.
Let's just make it fair all around.
I mean, but I mean, first of all, did you see the dude pictures? They didn't even have to tell. They didn't even have to say it was 2 little boys he solicited. I'd have figured that out too.
Damn.
Yeah, he looked like he was going on dick quest.
I mean, that dude Perm was sharper than Little Richards back in the day.
But you know what? The terrorist.
What up, Armando?
But here's the one of the problems that I have with parents. A lot of parents send their kids off and just to get some type of fame, but the parents are not around. You send your kids to this guy. You send your kids to R. Kelly. You send your kids to these other people, but you looking for some type of fame for your child so you could get that bankroll. How many parents are actually there?
Unfortunately, when it comes to show business and sports, and this is mostly from my point of view, because I always tried not to be that parent in the stands. You know what I mean? So when I would go to my son's football game, I would just be, having played the game at various levels, being an advocate, fanatic of the game, I'll just go watch.
Right.
Discuss it with my son after, like, you could have did this, blah, blah, blah. We would, discuss a little thing, but I wouldn't be that parent in the stand. You can always tell. And like, even with my daughter, when she was doing the little glee shit, she had the little show choir and all that, I would just go, critique her performance here, not there. But like, you could always tell what parents are hopefully riding their child up out of whatever situation they in. You can sit there and just point them out.
When I was coaching at Morgan Park, I had a parent tell me his son should be playing defensive end. I told him, your son is not a good defensive end.
Your son might not even be a good football player. You know what I'm saying?
His son was a
look, let me tell you how serious this is. Like, because my sons played football from Pop 1. I'm talking about they was like 6, 7 years old on up.
Mm-hmm.
You have parent mothers out there. Number one, you go to a Pop 1 football game. For every one man out there, it's about 5, 6 women out there.
Yeah, I know. I've counted them for high school. So yeah,
you got motherfuckers. How desperate are you as a mother, as a young mother? Because it ain't the older one doing it. But how desperate are you as a young mother that you out there basically selling pussy so that your 6, 7-year-old son could get some playing time?
Exactly.
That's correct. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Mess.
I was like, yo, that's.
But I believe it. I believe it.
Wow.
That's messed up.
I was like, it ain't like this nigga's in high school and the motherfucking scouts from USC is in the stands. And you like, yo, my son got to get on this field. Nigga, we out on the Pop Warner field. Other than the parents, ain't nobody out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, y'all are wild.
Man, but this parent told me, he said, you know what, I could just transfer my son to Simeon. I said, well, I can do good over there.
You can.
You're not about to threaten me to transfer your child. That's something you just never gonna do.
Man, but here's the reality of it. If you wanted your son to be over there, why he ain't over there right now?
Oh.
You know, he could have been over there, and according to you, starting already. So what was you waiting on?
Ooh.
Man, like I said, his son was a better O tackle than he was defensive end. But the point I was trying to make, okay, if your child is at school, supposed to be church, playing on a school sports or some type of school activity, you expect them to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
When you send your child to some entertainer, you don't know shit about these people.
Right.
So why are you allowing your children to just go off with these people and you're nowhere to be found?
They don't care.
Because
all the parents that sent their underage kids to R. Kelly should be charged.
I agree. They're not going to be, but I agree.
Right. But I mean, you know what? These are the same parents who, when they watch their kids, they use terms like "I was babysitting." No, a babysitter is a motherfucker that's not related to your child. You were watching your child. But those are those parents. It's like what you be like, what you doing? I'm babysitting my child. Ain't that your child?
Mm-hmm.
Is somebody else's child over there with him? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And half the time, now they got the babysitting part right because they done turned it on a cartoons channel and they doing whatever the hell they want. So the cartoons is babysitting their kids.
Unfortunately, I can't really say you're wrong.
Man, I remember when I came,
a whole lot of people that letting the TV watch and raise their kids.
I remember
this is facts.
Okay. See, with Michael Jackson, we don't know if because everything has been alleged. He's never been found guilty.
Right. He was never found guilty.
Right. I will say this: when everything came out and people started saying that he was molesting kids, at that point, if you sent your child over there, and if your child did get molested, that parent should be charged.
Right.
But I remember me and my boy, it's right when I got out the Navy. He was like, hey, it's some girls over here. They right up in that Indiana. What was that? Hammond. So we go over there. There's 3 girls. It was me and him. We supposed to be going to what's that club? Adriana's or whatever.
Okay.
Adriana's?
Yeah. I've never been. So
I've heard of it. I've never been.
I'm like, cool. So we sitting in there, the girls getting ready. You had a arm baby. One that looked like he was about 3 and one that looked like he was about 5. So I'm thinking the reason it's taking so long is because we got we ain't no babysitter to come, right? So they get dressed and everything. They like, hey, okay, y'all ready? Look, I'm been in this living room this whole time. I ain't seen damn adult come in. They put the kids in the room, cut on the TV. We walking out. The girls get in their car, me and my boy get in my car. I said, look here, I'm not going with these hoes. If you want to go, you can get in the car with them.
He called them hoes because he didn't get their names up front.
Oh my God.
I was like, hey, you could go with them. I'm not.
I'm not going to call you the B word. I'm just going to call you unstable creatures.
I can see it now, me trying to explain why I'm being indicted on some shit I knew nothing about, because you know what the motherfuckers gonna say. Oh yeah, they was all with me. We all left the house together.
Right.
Nah, I'm good.
You're gonna get caught up.
Like my cousin had a
as opposed to the regular caught up.
Right.
You don't get caught up.
Extra caught the fuck up.
Extra caught up.
Like my cousin, one of her friends, they was all in the social world together, and one of her friends got her kids ended up dying because of they were out partying, and she left her kids at home, and they got on Facebook, pray for them, and I'm not praying for shit. She's too busy chasing dick, and her kids died. I don't feel sorry for her.
Now, in all fairness, dudes do it too.
Oh yeah,
it was a clown that worked with us, and his wife was overseas in Iraq, and
that's the one with the baby smothered. They said he smothered.
No, the baby's the house caught on fire while he was out dipping off. Ran out for a quick booty call and come back. Crib on fire.
You couldn't have a booty call come to you.
My thing is this: you can't wait. It ain't that serious. I got my kids, and like you say, if you can't come to me, I'll see you when I see you.
Exactly.
Now you ain't got no kids. I don't know what happened to him. I know they got divorced, and she's fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
You know,
but that's messed up.
It's like Armando said, I went. Yeah, they would have worked out. And you know the bad thing about it is, if I would have went out with them and something happened, they would have let the females trick, and me and my boy would have been the only ones in jail.
They made us go.
Exactly.
We didn't even want to leave, but they told us if we didn't, that they was gonna do something to us in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
These I don't know. I just think a lot of people shouldn't be parents.
I agree. I agree. That's very evident.
You say something wrong regarding that, I'll let you know.
That's very evident. I don't know. Well, I don't know what kind of topics y'all had. I'm just going off of what I've seen lately. I see
we just been rapping.
I see Cardi B she said, fuck Offset. She want to get divorced now. So wait a minute.
All y'all niggas running around here talking about that WAP.
Why did you want to get married in the first place to a nigga that you know is going to be out here cheating when he already cheated on you? You still married him, but now you feel like you done. So I was reading an article, and I guess she went live on Friday. And you stupid. And she stated that she just got tired of fucking arguing. She got tired of not seeing things eye to eye. And when you feel like it's not just the same anymore before you actually get cheated on, I'd rather just leave. But you already got cheated on, apparently, according to allegations of what we know as a society. So what made the difference now? I'm confused as the fuck. The nigga already came and gave you his fake ass apology, and niggas was up here hashtag take Offset back, all these dumbass celebrities, and now she leaving this nigga.
Celebrities getting involved in the shit?
Yeah, you ain't remember when they was like hashtag Cardi take back Offset and all this stupid shit, and I'm just like, y'all niggas is for everybody. Like, I probably could not... I probably could not date a nigga that's in the industry or no shit entertainment world, because 9 times out of 10, okay, celebrity, athlete, whatever, nigga, motherfuckers is going to cheat. I just feel that way. That sounds kind of fucked up, but it just feel like it's so much opportunity for them to get ass. That is just like I feel like it's an expected thing. Like, are you able to handle a nigga in the industry? And she should know better, because she in the fucking industry. Right. So it's just like, you thought the nigga was going to be faithful to you because you used to be a stripper?
I mean, he
Miss, I used to drug niggas. Now you judge.
Yeah, that too. So, and then a lot of women are like, oh, I feel so bad for her. Why? And she's so strong. I hate that she's so strong shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, please, let's be real with ourselves here, okay?
Right.
But check this out. Speaking of Cardi B and the WAP, check this stupid shit out. Switch my way, make them feel like a king and put them on the sleeve, give something to believe in. I'm looking for a beat and make my ass feel the big let's go that ass push everything. It's the wet ass pussy. I'm sucking wop. It's the wet ass pussy. Macaroni in the top. It's the wet ass pussy. Oh.
DCFS needs to be watching this video.
Now, my thing is this. When motherfuckers be like, they creating all these horrible songs, it's been songs that's been hot as fuck since forever, okay? What you choose to do around your children and with kids, it shouldn't. If you're gonna do it, fine, cool, that's your child. But why are niggas posting shit? Why are you posting that?
You putting it out there for public consumption, and then get mad when somebody say something.
Exactly.
Right. If I was with my nieces and we was dancing, and you know how some kids they do dances they see other kids do, I wouldn't post them shaking their ass or nothing like that. That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird and that's ridiculous. But I mean, at some point, like, I mean, we all used to dance with our parents or uncles, aunts, whatever.
Right.
But not like that. Like I never saw, like, when I was growing up. Let me just put it like this, and I ain't that much older than you niggas, but I like I don't remember seeing adults dancing with kids to Two Live Crew.
No.
Yeah. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't remember. You know,
I'm sure it's happened, but I ain't never seen.
I don't remember seeing like women dancing with they young girls and sons to "Bitch Better Have My Money" in the booty. I don't remember that.
No,
I don't remember no shit like that. Like, there's a disconnect. Like, I'm not like it all ties into everybody don't need to have kids. It all ties into like, when your mama ain't but 15 years older than you, there's a problem, because she ain't really your mama. She more like an older friend.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But the problem is people wondering why these little girls are turning into thoughts and these little boys are turning into little bitches.
You know what, though? I have to take that back. I would say that no, because I'm sitting up here thinking, right? The problem, I think that it's something that may have been going on, but the advent of social media and access to different platforms has made it more readily available for us to see, right? Because you think about, like, I know I have several friends. I used to think to myself, like, why I don't got these kind of babysitters? And you know, because they was like, yeah, they babysitter was like, I got a friend say, you know, his babysitter, he broke his virginity at like 7, 8 years old. Because his babysitter, you know, shit like that. I'm like, well, who babysitting you? You know what I'm saying? Well, who the fuck babysitting you?
A nasty motherfucker, and it don't give her, no.
Cause I'm sitting there thinking, like, at 7, I don't even remember my dick being hard.
It don't give her no leeway because she a woman, and that shit fucked up. Because a lot of that shit is thrown under the rug too.
You know,
that's why some men is fucked up. Because they think that shit was okay. Like, no, you literally got.
Think about it. Here's the problem.
Taken advantage of.
We've said this on the show. You need both parents. You need a man to teach a woman, a little girl, how to be treated, and you need a man to teach the boy how to treat his woman. Vice versa. You need the woman to show the girl how to be a woman, and you need the woman to show the boy to
what a woman should be like.
Right, what a woman should be like. So if you come in and you see your mother with 7, 8 different men every 2 nights, well, that's what the little boy gonna think, and that's what the little girl gonna think.
Well, basically, you developing stereotypes within your own little sheltered community, and you have men who grow up not respecting women, and they don't even realize why they don't think women ain't shit. It's because you don't really respect your mama.
Right. and they know, but then you got same thing with the boy, same thing with the men.
Yeah.
If you're going out and you got all these different women, I mean, what did your little girl gonna think? Oh, well, shit, I'm supposed to just be a little.
Well, no, because you know what, you can get it could be a dual message, right? And I think that unfortunately, I think that you could look at it as dudes can look at it and say, my mom ain't shit, so women ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
A female can do the same thing. These men who fucking with my mama ain't shit, so men ain't shit.
Right.
Or they both can have a switch flip, and that's their avenue to search for love.
Right.
Which is fucked up. Because you have people who have to be in a relationship in order to feel accepted. in order
Validated.
to feel worth and validated. And it's like, nah. I remember being in the service and it was this one chick and like listening to her story. I was like, you ain't never been by yourself. I mean, she went from she got married right out of high school. She met her husband, the nigga that she ended up marrying. She met him the day that she broke up with another nigga that she had been dating for like 2 or 3 years in high school.
Mm-hmm.
When she got divorced, she was by herself for like 2 weeks and got with a dude that ended up being her baby daddy. Left that nigga and dated me for a short period of time. And then I'm just sitting there talking to her. I'm like, you ain't never been by yourself. Maybe you need some you time. This is a dude telling you maybe you need to just chill the fuck out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's some people out there that don't know how to be by their goddamn self. That's why they keep dealing with the same shit over and over.
You know what? If you're looking for somebody else, whether it be a man or a woman, to validate you, you'll never be validated and you'll never feel fulfilled.
Right.
I don't think it's that they they don't know how to be by themselves, but a lot of people are just scared to be by themselves.
That too.
Again, why? You know, that's some deeper shit right there. And right. I ain't nobody's therapist, but that's deep shit. If you
niggas is scared of their own reflection.
Especially coming from a nigga who, man, I look forward to times when I can walk around this bitch by myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But,
you look very therapist today, though. I see you out here with your little swag on.
When I log off, I'm gonna throw on the tie and go do what alphas do. You know.
Okay.
You know, last time he was talking shit about what's good, Mo.
What up, Mo?
You know, last week he was talking shit about Deborah, so Deborah had to check his ass.
Let me quote that little known Negro poet that no one really knows. I stand up when I pee.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what my grandfather used to say.
Well, I got it from you.
I got it from my grandfather.
You know, so I stand up when I pee. You know, and I'll shake a couple times.
Wow, Monica said, you know, our court ain't open today. Hey,
Mo got jokes. She off for David. She on me today. Okay.
Hey, while we talking about shitty parents, how about this one?
Can we make this bigger?
Is she shitting?
No, she is standing on the fucking stroller with her baby with the loud ass speaker. The baby looked traumatized.
The baby
arrest her ass now.
She's at a concert. The baby is right there by the speaker, and she's standing on a stroller to get a better view.
Somebody call the people on her ass right now. She needs to be same motherfucking self. Bitch, you couldn't miss the concert. Then on top of that, you can't see. You right by the stage by a loud ass speaker. You better fuck your child's hearing up.
Forever.
And then she'll probably get mad at the baby because the baby can't hear.
Yo.
You hear me talking to you? No, mama, I didn't because you fucked my hearing up when I was 2.
I can't deal.
You know what? Every time you show a video, I think about my oldest son and be like, you know what? I hate him.
Yo,
this world, man.
I know, Mo. I know.
I just.
Yeah. I sometimes I'll just be like, I hate him. Y'all get on my nerve.
That's crazy. I like, bitch. Really?
Unfortunately.
Like
I couldn't find nobody to watch the baby. My mama said she didn't watch my child no more because she didn't watch her children for her life. I bet you it was something to that notion.
Well, why you bullshit? I mean, I put it to you like this. We said the same thing until we started having grandkids, then only one of us stuck to our gun.
Oh, I think that's shade.
Wow.
Yeah, if I could do the GIF right now, I'd had a shade.
Yo, all that shade. I thought we was under a palm tree in Florida. Nigga, Deborah, don't come and get me. Get
but
him.
you know
That's
what?
not me.
But I mean, yo, that goes back to what we was talking about earlier, as far as how motherfuckers is raising their kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, what kind of shit is that? And if you'll do that, then what else have you done to being selfish? Because look, here's the reality. As a parent, you have to be selfless. It's some shit you be like, you know, I want to go, but I had the kids, I couldn't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Now, Gutierrez, I agree to a point. I agree to the point that, you know, a female has to be in a want situation. I more so want somebody than I necessarily feel like I need them, but I also do need them at a certain point, because if you instill a constant thing of independence, that will fuck her up to a point where she won't ever be with anybody unless that's what she wants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what?
Not saying that everybody has to be in a relationship, but
Neo and Jamie Foxx said it best. Ain't nothing like a woman who wants you but don't need you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you see, these women today, for the most part, are in a I want to need you, and they willing to put up with any manner of bullshit. Look at Cardi. And in order, you know, for a certain title, status, whatever. The thing is that number one, you got to be comfortable with who you are to say, well, I'm cool with being by myself if that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is like one of the things that reason why me and Deborah are so tight is because she actually influences me to a certain degree to kind of boss up, because we kind of like iron sharpening iron. It's right. Like, yo, right. You know, you doing that. Okay, well, let me go ahead and bring a little bit more to this table over here. And then it's like we try to outdo each other, not in a bad way, not like we competing like that, but it's right. Like, okay, you did this for me. Okay, but look, I'm finna spoil you. I'm finna do that, you know, or, you know, you got this. Okay, well, you know, and it's a back and forth thing. Whereas you have some people that are just content to sit back and, all right, nigga, whenever you move, that's when we do X, Y, Z. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you have too many women that, but here's what comes with that. Here's what comes with that. 9 times out of 10, if you're depending on me and my money, then you can't tell me shit.
Exactly.
I've heard too many dudes say that. Like, yo, I pay all the bills. She can't ask me shit. I pay all the bills. I do what I want to do.
Right.
I pay all the bills. She can't do, you know, she can't tell me what I can and can't do. I mean, you hear it all the time, so you can't be mad. I mean, because that's part of the problem. Look, if you are dependent, my dependents can't ask me shit. I come and go as I please. My dependents are my kids, not my wife.
And you know what? With my ex-wife, I got to that point, you know, because man, shit just got so bad. I was like, you know what? You ain't gonna do shit. Mm-hmm. Man, I would eat on the boat. I wouldn't even buy food for the house. I would eat on the boat.
I have a question towards that though.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I believe because it has to be certain scenarios, right? Mm-hmm. Depending on the woman. So, say you with a woman, right? You paying on her bills. Now, let's do this in the sense of she's just your girlfriend, right? Y'all not married. And she's paying on the bills, but y'all live together. She's taking care of the house and shit like that. Do you feel like her doing at least that is something? Or does it change the narrative when she's your wife and taking care of your kids?
Here's the thing. If two people living together, whether you're married or just dating, if you have one that's doing all the work, that's bringing in the monetary, you know, the monetary work. Mm-hmm. Everyone should be taking care of the house, doing something. But if you out there, you have to come home and take care of the house.
Yeah, then her ass need to go. Then that's what need to happen.
Right. Let me just say this. Like, I'll never say that a woman staying home don't have no right. Right. Maybe the way some dudes say, because I know a woman who said that for X amount of years of her marriage, she was a stay-at-home wife. And she said she kept the house clean. She said the motherfucker stayed with a meal. And in her words, was fucking on demand. You know what I'm saying? So you got all that going on. It is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because she said that's the conversation her and her husband had. He like, my house got to stay clean. I got to stay fed. And you can't never tell me no.
And I hope that she came with her own, too.
But you know what? I knew a guy.
Two sides to a coin.
I knew a guy. He didn't know right to work.
You know what the hell I'm talking about. What you mean you don't know?
I'm just saying, I told you as much of the story as I know.
Oh, you mean you don't know about their story.
Right,
but I'm saying, if
right.
you're going to be in a compromising situation, it's okay. He says, okay, I'm bringing home the money. I'm putting the money on the bills. I'm paying for this, paying for that. Or she said, well, I'm taking care of the house, so please come home at a certain time, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
because
give and take.
She
still carrying her weight. She still carrying.
I mean, but look, if she fucking on demand, you think he ain't coming home on time?
He better fucking be.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I can't be at home dad. I just can't do it. Shit, man, look.
Oh, it's a lot more of those going around nowadays.
Well,
like, I get to stay home.
That's because they sitting home while they peeing.
PS5.
They don't want to work.
You know what? It was a time when Deborah had her own. What she was running daycare out of the crib, and for like 3 or 4 years, she like broke $100,000 at the crib. That didn't make me say I was gonna stay at the crib. It was just like, man, I got to stay on top of my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this: a woman that's bringing in good money will leave a no good man quicker than a man bringing home good money with a no good woman.
Well, here's the thing. I saw
not in all scenarios.
I saw this on Facebook the other day, and I was like, this is actually a factual statement. It made me think about you, Dave. It was like a millionaire could change a woman's life in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
A millionaire man could change a woman's life in a heartbeat. But a millionaire woman ain't gonna look at a broke ass man in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Hey, it's true. You have a millionaire that'll fuck with the fry chick.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is where I get kind of bougetta. You the fry bitch. I'm good. I'm good.
That shit ain't looking good.
Hey, look, I'm finna stop my camera and mute real quick. I gotta make a quick call. But
okay.
I'm still here though.
All right. I want the. You know what? I'm gonna wait to D get back because I want before I show this next one because I want to see what he has to say about that bullshit.
Oh Lord. But yeah, so Gutierrez said better have dinner, house clean, basically take care of me. Exception is sexy. It's not demand thing. It's important, but not on demand. Only problem I have with that particular statement, I don't like to be demanded or I better do some shit because the last time I checked, my father, it's a whole nother. I got one of those. So asking is way better than telling, even though it's not like I'm not gonna do it, but I don't like nobody demanding no shit of me because I wouldn't demand no shit of nobody.
Okay, but now here's the question.
I don't want it to be like a authoritative type sense in it. That's weird to me.
So here's the question that I got for you, Shells. Maybe you can answer, maybe you can't.
What is the question?
So if a woman don't want to have sex with a man at that point in time, you in a relationship, but she just not in the mood to have sex. You're supposed to understand it. And if he don't understand it, he don't care. But now if a man don't want to have sex with a woman at that point in time, she gets upset. Either you don't find me attractive or you fucking another bitch. Why is that?
So, first of all, it's fucked up on both sides. That's fucked up all the way around. You know me. I ain't never going to choose no shit that sound retarded. I don't give a fuck if you woman, black, alien, motherfucker, whatever. So that's fucked up. If it goes either way. If he don't feel like having sex, of course, in a woman's mind, depending on her situation, how much shit she done dealt with, and if the nigga's a cheater, then she probably gonna think that he out there doing some shit. But if not, then if he don't want to do nothing, don't do nothing. That's why you gotta learn how to please your motherfucking self. And if She don't
What
want.
did I want?
Yeah, and then she don't.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it to him. So if a woman don't want to have sex at that point in time, y'all in a relationship, she don't want to have sex.
Your
He's
job
supposed
is
to
basically
understand. He
taking
should
care
be
of me.
understanding, and if he don't understand it, then he's he just don't care.
If you don't understand it, she don't want to have sex.
Right at that point in time. But then at this point in time, the man want to have sex, and
if the woman want to have sex and the man don't.
If the woman want to have sex and the man say no, then all of a sudden, oh well, you must be cheating or you don't find me attractive.
Or you was a pump. Is you a pump?
Oh shit, we got my cousin Bretta in the house, Latora.
Hello.
What's up, cuz?
Good? Yeah, she definitely got low ass self-esteem.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I think we've talked about this before. You don't want to have sex, that's fine. You don't have to, but I don't really need you to be woke.
Hey, you know what?
You will be woke before it's over with.
Hey,
but there was never a no. There was never a no.
As long as it ain't no no's, because if it's no's, then do we have a problem?
I'm just saying. When you wake up to that friction.
Hey, my ex-wife used to try that shit, right? Oh, she didn't want to have sex, right? Okay. Man, I throwing a DVD, I take care of myself. Man, I became a professional jack-off artist. That shit got so bad, that motherfucker was like, what, you don't find me attractive? I just didn't want to hear you say no.
Damn, that's fucked up. I'll tell you.
Well,
hey,
since we're going there,
I would be like, you don't even find me attractive. That's why I'm over here doing it.
I just got my cousin Brandon in the house. What's up? That's the one I did.
What up, B? How H-Town treating you, boy? Now, it won't be no jail, but since David brought it up, I tend to do that from time to time too, except I use women.
Hey, the motherfucker.
I can't.
Hey, one time that motherfucker put me on the couch, right? She locked the door, I couldn't get in, right? Man, I made the living room my motherfucking home. I slept on the couch every night. That motherfucker went to bed naked one time. I slept on the couch. She be like, "What, you don't find me attractive?" Motherfucker, stop putting me on this couch.
The couch look good.
The couch look good.
My hand is soft.
Hey, back then I used to have a wop. I used to have a wet ass palm.
He like, I know what I like.
All right, this is officially grossing me the fuck out right now. What is
Oh, we just got to that point for you. We just got to that point.
I know it took a minute, but goddamn, did you have to add that part of
that proves you've been around us too long.
Yeah, this is true.
Hey, if women can have a wop, why can't a man have a wop?
By all means, enjoy your wop, nigga.
This dude, man.
It is what it is. Hey, anybody that's watching us, if you say you ain't never masturbated, I'm gonna tell you a motherfucking lie.
I do. I just use women when I do it.
Now, you ain't always use women.
Prove it.
Nigga, how I'm gonna prove it?
Well, there you go. You can't prove a negative. So if I said it, it is so. Let it be written, let it be done.
I can't with y'all. I cannot. Okay.
You know what I mean? Just here. I'm just here. I'm here for the comments.
Okay. So since Deron is back, play this video that you said you had.
My wife gonna say I got problems.
Yes.
We know that.
You chose them, though, girl. You chose them.
So obviously you like the kids on the short bus growing up.
Oh, damn.
Because you chose to marry one.
So this is not a video. This is a story. I posted it. But look at this stupid shit.
Protesters demand cops let themselves be stabbed or shot.
I saw that shit.
What? Niggas is losing their mind. I keep saying this. Niggas is wearing their mask in the car by themselves, and the oxygen is fucking them up. The lack of oxygen is fucking them up. Cause like the shit is not going to the brain cells to circulate air and blood, and niggas is just wilding the fuck out. What? Stab your motherfucking self and see what happens. Shoot yourself.
And that's all. What was the from? It was a guy. It's a man that had stabbed a lady, and she ran out the house. He ran out the house, and he came at the police with the knife, and he got shot.
Your wife said you wasn't like that at first. You was hiding who you really was, huh?
You bamboozled her ass. She ain't know she was getting that too.
Leandra got bamboozled. Led her straight. Run him up. Hoodwinked.
She wasn't paying.
She didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on her.
Evidently, she wasn't paying attention.
Armando says it's the weed. They all high. I wouldn't doubt that neither. You smell the shit these niggas are smoking.
But think about it. Is it the weed that got them high? If I was smoking weed, I wouldn't be out there talking about shoot yourself. I'd be in the house fucking
No. Back in the day, it was just weed.
Now ain't no telling what that shit is.
Oh, well.
I mean, when they got some shit, hey, this death. Nah, nigga, I don't want to smoke shit called death.
See, I blame them West Coast niggas.
Do drugs.
I blame them West Coast niggas because it wasn't good enough just to be smoking weed. They had to start naming it skunk, chronic. Who the fuck?
I don't want to. One, I smelled the skunk spray. I don't want to smoke anything that you call skunk, motherfucker.
And that's I'm just
trying to figure out why would you want to smoke anything that smells like that.
Exactly. Latora, what you mean he waited till I do?
She mean that you waited till you said I do to expose your crazy to your wife. I understood exactly what the fuck she meant.
Hell, if that's the case, she could ask her cousins about it.
Because I kind of feel bamboozled into being your friend. Because I ain't know that you was this fucked up.
Damn.
And then we got cool, and it was like, damn, okay, I kind of got to ride with this nigga now because it makes me look bad. It's almost like being a Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to admit that you fucked up.
Wow.
It's like you don't really want to admit that you fucked up, and so you keep waiting for the other shoe not to drop. But you like, damn, we waiting. The other shoe, this nigga ain't got on shoes. He just fucked up.
I done had somebody tell me before, why is you friends with him? I was like, damn, y'all some horrible ass people, right?
Before I left, niggas would ask me that once a week. Like, how are you friends with him? I like, obviously you don't know him.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny how, because some of the same motherfuckers, they asking where I'm at.
Not because they care, just because they being nosy.
Exactly.
Actuals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking annoying.
Yeah. But that's just like when Deron was going through his shit, motherfuckers asking, they acting like they concerned at times.
And these was all niggas that had my number.
Yeah. Exactly. Y'all just being nosy.
Did nobody want to call? I ain't get a call from nobody to say, dog, how you doing? Blah blah blah, whatever. Nothing. And it's cool. But his was tripped out is that when niggas talk shit about you and they talking shit about you to somebody that's gonna tell you, because see, not everybody like me, right? Like if you talk to me and you talking shit about David, I'm gonna tell you. You know I'm gonna tell him. You know I'm gonna tell him what to say. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in all that backbiting shit. If you gonna say it, because trust me, if I say anything, you ain't never gonna have to say what Deron said. And motherfucker ain't never gotta come to me and say, I heard you say it. Because the first thing I'm gonna say is, yeah, the only reason why you didn't hear it firsthand was because you wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? And see, I've never been one to hold my tongue. If I have a problem with something, I'm gonna say it. But I'm also one, if I'm wrong, I can admit that I'm wrong.
Right. I mean, how many times have we sat on this show and a subject or a topic has come up, and I'd be like, nah, I don't know shit about that. You know, whatever. Right. I mean, because I'm not in the habit of talking about some shit I don't know nothing about. If I know something about it and I feel strong enough about it, then that's where the conversation come in. Other than that, I know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because you got some people, they be quoting on shit that they wasn't even there.
Real shit. Real
Man.
shit. Man, you know somebody had the nerve to say that I didn't leave and get hurt, that I got walked out. That was one of the
Why
first
is
things.
that always?
That was one of the first things I heard. I was
Excuse me.
like, got walked out.
Why is that always the thing that
I'm
people
like,
say?
nigga, I drove myself to the emergency room. What you talking about?
Because my homeboy, you know, that do the DJing too.
Yeah.
That was the same story. Somebody told me, oh, I heard he got fired. He got walked out. That nigga was like, bitch, I ain't get motherfucking fired.
Right.
But you know what?
I'm like, wow.
That's the problem. And I think that's the problem with just Americans, period. Or probably just people. People love drama.
Yeah.
And
why you think we got reality TV?
I was about to say, why you think reality TV has taken over?
Right.
And they don't realize most of that shit is staged.
Right. I'm surprised Cardi B and Offset ain't do a fucking reality TV
you know what?
together.
I heard this because somebody was saying, you know what, this could be a way for them to start a reality TV show.
They might go on Marriage Boot Camp.
Man, I ain't going. See, and
I mean, if they do, because I've seen
motherfuckers be going on now.
I've seen Deborah watch that too, so it's possible.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I would do that shit. Man, I'm not. The one thing you would never see, you had to offer me somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 billion for me to put my dirty laundry on air like that.
I don't know. Leandra might get you on there because she said you done changed, nigga. You ain't the same.
You're not the same, David. You're not the same.
You better go to Leroy's Chicken and Waffle and marriage counseling.
Leroy's Chicken and Waffle. I don't think she's gonna take a flight. I don't think she's gonna take a flight all the way out to LA.
They got a Chicken and Waffles place right up here on King Drive.
King Drive, but it ain't Leroy's though.
It's Chicago.
I wasn't that impressed when I went, but I mean, it is what
they didn't went down because I remember when they first opened up, man. Them joints, man. That joint had line round.
It's not as good as it used to be. I agree.
I went and I mean it was all right, but I just really wasn't impressed.
I mean, well, shit happens.
I mean, I'm not I don't see in his. I don't knock businesses. I mean, just because I don't.
I do.
Mean that the next person.
Yes, you do, nigga. You ain't been to Best Buy in 20 years. What you doing?
No.
This Best Buy story get brought up every fucking
every time we talk about consumer consumption.
No. What I meant was I don't knock businesses just because I don't like the product.
Oh, okay.
Because just because I don't like it, don't mean that the next person might. The next person might like it. But now, if you got shitty customer service or you don't hold up to your word, oh yeah, fuck you at that point.
Oh, at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's my thing. I'm not expecting every business to have everything right. It's how you fix the problem afterwards. What happened to Best Buy?
Yeah. Brandon, you his cousin. You ain't never heard this story.
He might not. So what happened was it was
a Madden story.
It was years ago. They
about
had
20 of them.
Huh?
About 20 of them.
Nah, it wasn't that long. I was out the Navy, so I don't even know if I had this job at the time.
Damn, nigga, you old.
So at least it was about 15 years ago.
It could have been between 12 to 15 years ago.
Well, you've been on the job 13 years, man.
I said I don't know if I had this job.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
So I went to go buy Madden. At the time, it was me, my brother, and JT. At the time, they had a promotion, $25. So when I got to the register, they was like, no, you get $25 gift card, whatever. So when I got to the register, they said after 30 days, you fill this out after 30 days, they send it to you. Fine. I did everything. I sent it out. I don't know, a few months go past. I didn't get anything. So I called them. They was like, okay, yeah, we working on it. Okay, whatever. A year go past.
A year? The next Madden came out?
Yeah, I already had the next Madden by then. I called them. They claimed they was working on it. Well, how long did it take for y'all to work on this shit? I'm going back and forth. Then, when
is it possible that you fucked up something?
No.
Is that possible? It's not possible.
Now, I'm going to tell you
no human error at all.
No, because they should have told me. But all I did everything. I filled out the slip and I sent a copy of my receipt. I mean, if I fuck, what I do? Fuck up my name?
Hey, man. I mean,
I mean, I got a very common spelling name, so
yeah, you do.
I'm pretty sure I didn't fuck that up. But they never sent it to me.
Maybe you was high when you filled it out. Maybe you put Derek instead of Dave.
Then Derek should have got his.
Okay, I'm shut up.
So, needless to say, I've never received my gift card. Now, $25 is not a lot of money, but
but it's the principle, Smokey.
$25
Principalities involved.
$25 mean more to me than Best Buy. When what's the name of that store? That H.H. Gregg. When H.H. Gregg came out, I prayed that they put Best Buy out of business. That's how much I hated Best Buy.
They was I don't see why they didn't, because that's where I got my TV. It was ridiculously low.
Man.
But you know what?
How much was your TV? Like $100?
Nah, but like for an 80-inch TV, to get that motherfucker for less than $4,000 at that time, I was like, yo.
Oh, that's good.
Every TV in the house but two came from H.H. Gregg. When I bought my house, me and my wife went right up to H.H. Gregg and bought them. The TV in the basement, the H.H. Gregg was out of business.
Now you could probably grab an 80-inch for about $2,000, like $1,800. Yeah. But back then,
and if H.H. Gregg was open, you could probably get it for about $700.
Right. Back then, though, that motherfucker was to get one for a little over $3,000 after tax. You was stealing back then. See, I was one of them. I gotta have it right now type.
Yeah. Damn. And I used to go to Indiana, so I saved by just on the taxes.
Yeah.
Because man, you buy something expensive in Cook County, I swear you feel like you've been raped and robbed.
I mean, you probably have. Need a little counseling. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody gonna tell me, "Oh, you part of the problem. That's why we that's why the county don't have any money." I said, "No, the county don't have any money because they stupid."
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with you talking about you were part of the problem.
Because you get the check.
The fuck?
No,
okay.
Because I don't shop in Cook County.
Oh. So because I want to deal, because I want money. Oh, okay. Well, you keep on because here's the thing, the taxes don't have nothing to do with how your county functions, because on top of what they tax you, they also have a little something that they call federal funding.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And fuck a sales. How do you think it is that certain states can get away with not charging you a state income tax?
Exactly.
It's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? You have some states that don't have a sales tax. Why is it that state sales tax fluctuates? And we're not gonna go into that here, because that could take up the whole 2 hours for some of these, fake intelligent motherfuckers that would be. It'd be killing me when people be wanting to argue money with me. I'd be like, "Are you serious right now? Is this what we talking about?" And you be like, "What is your degree on?" And when they tell me they ain't been to college, or they tell me some shit like I majored in PE, no, nigga, this is not the conversation you want to have with me. This is not the conversation you want to have with me.
But you know what? People don't see, for the most part, people are stupid and they try to talk intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain things, like I would never have a money debate with Deron. I know my lane.
I mean, in all reality, would you really want to have any kind of debate?
Ooh. Nigga said challenge, bitch.
Hey. I'll put it like this. Now, Mr. Mahari, who's been wanting to come on the show.
Now, he ain't been wanting to. He just been talking that shit.
He said he want to debate. He said he want to debate.
He been telling you he want to debate me for like the last year, as if we ain't been on air the last year.
All I know is when that
who want to debate you,
Mahari,
David. All he should see he could talk that shit now that I'm not around, but he know what happened at the last time we got into it at work. I shut his ass down because it's not hard to shut down a motherfucker who debates off. See, he try to come off like he not an emotional dude, but all his shit is based on emotion and what he thinks that other people want to hear. I don't give a fuck about what people want to hear. I'm just gonna hit you with the facts. You do what you want to with that information.
Right. And see, when Mahari tried to debate me, and I'm gonna tell you why he don't debate me, because at the end of the day, this is how he was looking.
What is wrong with this dude?
So he was like, "Man, I'm done. I can't do it."
Yo, you wow. You wow.
Hold on, saying you wild, son. You
wow.
He's like, man, I can't do it. Where's Deron, man? It's calling.
Trust me.
Wow, style.
Trust me. You look here, man. If he didn't want to debate you, I'm like the anchor leg in the relay. Like, that ain't what you want. That ain't what you want. I done left you, nigga. It's over with. What they say. It's levels to this, B. It's levels to this.
Hey, what up? What up? He used to be a faithful listener. She used to always want to try to debate me, but man, that shit was funny as hell.
You talking about his girl?
Yeah. But that shit was funny as hell. She was up here. She was went off for about 10 minutes. The next thing you know, Deron and Neely told her, "You saying the same thing this nigga just said."
Well, actually, Neely told her, and she's like, "Nah." I was like, "Yeah, kind of did. He just said it differently."
Oh man, I'm telling you, it never. I don't even know why they come for y'all.
Because the motherfucker just wanted to disagree just to disagree.
See, people disagree not based on the facts or the evidence, but based on whether or not they like you.
Yeah.
Right. So
I can agree on that since I agree to every fucking thing. But yeah,
like she didn't care for David. So no matter what he said, had to be wrong. It had to come from a place of, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she's like, okay, well, I kind of vibe with what you saying, whatever. Okay, well, we kind of said the same thing. I just said it differently than you did.
Right.
I used a couple $20 words. It is what it is.
David was like, 1 + 1 is 2. And she like, you're wrong, nigga. You're wrong.
And I was like, well, if you take the one and you place it next to the next one, then it will be 2 of them sitting there. You know what? You're right. Right.
Hey.
Now, see, you make sense. David don't make sense.
Right.
But she came. I remember that time she came up to me and apologized, and she was like, "Yeah, because this motherfucker trying to sue me and all this." And I let her get them. And I said, "Welcome to the dark side.
Welcome to the Therodome."
Mm-hmm.
So, David, I have a question for you because I know this don't apply to Deron because his kid's grown.
As hell.
So,
are you about to ask about that Zoom teaching shit?
Yo, how has it been with your kids being on Zoom for school? Because I just came across an article that said that a lot of parents in Florida is walking around butt-ass naked, smoking weed, and drinking.
Yo.
Just passing the camera line.
Yo, David up in the crib like, if Sheila got 2 motherfucking apples and David got 4, then how many apples are there?
Yo, they said the parents is stressed.
2 minutes go by, he be like, we're gonna do this one more motherfucking time.
But you know what though? I would rather y'all have y'all kids at home right now with this shit going on, because I feel like if shit hits the fan, they say it's an outbreak at the school, I got a feeling they not gonna let you come and get your kid. They gonna do some crazy shit.
But you know what's
I would trust.
And I agree that because things have been handled so recklessly when it comes to this virus, this is probably the best way. However, because things have been handled so recklessly, and because parents are not really equipped, like you got some parents who's like, yo, some parents is teaching their kids like, you just barely got out of high school. You know what I'm saying? And so the what you are going to end up having is that you're going to have a lot of kids that are going to be repeating grades.
Yeah, see, your son said he grown. He would have been screwed. Have a hard time focusing on one thing for long periods of time. Zoom would be almost useless for me. That's why I feel like I think like the teachers that like teach younger kids are doing all of this extra shit to keep.
But you know what?
Into it.
For my son though, he was homeschooled for about 4 years.
Oh yeah.
And like my son actually was ahead of schedule. Like my son could have, like, because my wife was overseeing it. Like, cause like when Deborah was doing, I'll tell y'all, when like Deborah missed her calling, because when she was doing her daycare, she was actually teaching the kids. The kids was leaving her daycare, going to school, and they knew like sign language, they knew basic Spanish. I mean, all kind of shit.
That's
My
good.
son actually had he stayed focused. Yeah. Oh, okay. 2 years. My bad. But
say, nigga, you don't even know.
no, but here's the thing. He could have graduated if he had stayed focused. He could have graduated at like when he was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think they're gonna fail any kids because one, I think a lot of this is to dumb my kids down. Then, think about it. When Bush came out with that bullshit, No Child Left Behind. So now, certain grades they gotta push you through.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, get ready for a whole bunch of stupid motherfuckers in the workplace, especially working with y'all.
I also feel like it's gonna mess them up development wise when it comes to socializing. Well, even though there's social media and all this shit, it's nothing like being
social
in person
media
with
has crippled people's ability to be social too. Because how many times have you had entire conversations with a motherfucker via text, Facebook Messenger, whatever, and you get in person and it's like, yeah, dog, did you get dumb overnight? You can't talk?
Right. Like the one thing I've never understood, I've never understood having an argument on text.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing, because like back in the day, when people first started doing all these texting and stuff, when I was in Washington State, it was this white girl. She texting back and forth with her boyfriend arguing. I mean, she had quick thumbs and shit. And me and my ex-wife,
motherfuckers all damn little like they typing and shit.
Right. So we used to laugh at that shit. We was like, how motherfuckers gonna have text? How you argue doing text? And we used to laugh. We both said that was stupid as shit. But then when we separated the first time, next thing you know, she texting, arguing with the guy she dealing with at the time. I'm like, when you just laughing at the motherfucker a couple years ago for doing that?
We just laughing together. Now you doing the same shit?
Yeah. Right. But after a few texts, unless like if Deron was at his at a conference or something and we trying to get some stuff together, I can understand those texts. But if he at home, I'm at home. After about the second or third text, one of us need to make that phone call.
Me too, definitely.
Right. Because now it's a conversation.
Right.
I'm not conversating via text unless the shit is important and neither one of us could get out of where we at.
Yeah.
No, this ain't about testing parents. It's to make these parents go crazy because you have good parents out here. And you
ill-equipped.
Like my wife, every week we had to go get the school package. Every Friday we get the school package for the next week.
See, here's the thing with that, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. Knock that out.
No, well, my wife, every time she goes, she say kids that should be in school is sitting out there playing. One lady she across the street, not even paying attention to her child, but they should be in school doing Zoom or something.
Right. See, here's the thing. I think I'm a pretty good parent. I ain't the one that need to be homeschooling you.
Mm-hmm.
I can go over some shit with you. You know, with the assistance of a teacher, we can work some shit out.
Right.
But all that teaching and shit that Deborah was doing, Ron couldn't have did all that shit.
I ain't got the faith.
You know, I like you said earlier in the show, I know my lane.
Exactly.
And that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? But look here, family. I'm getting ready to get off here until next week. I'm gonna leave you with in very capable hands, David and Michelle. So until then, I'm gonna see you when I see you. Love you, and y'all be good.
Peace. Do your thing.
But yeah, Shell, I can't. That homeschooling stuff, that's not for me. I can't do it. I'm not disciplined enough. I mean, I can do a little bit. I'm just not disciplined enough. You know,
I just heard a lot of people saying it's hard, it's difficult, you know, and I can imagine because you're not dealing with your kid when they was in school, it's somebody else. So, You don't know what I guess you get a glimpse of what the teachers got to deal with, in a sense, when it comes to doing that. But
yes and no, because the child's going to act different,
yeah,
around a stranger than they would around a parent, unless
yeah.
they give no fucks about you. Then, but at that point, I mean, you should realize that
it is what it is.
So did you hear about the man that came from Texas to Chicago? Texas to Chicago with his girlfriend's body parts?
Yo, somebody literally told me this yesterday or the other day. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You got a video? You got a news clip? Because that shit is wild.
Hold on. Because of
course. Nigga traveled.
Yeah.
We on restrictions and this nigga traveling. But he didn't get on a flight, right? Because, of course, he would have got caught.
You know what? I don't know if he got on a flight or not.
I think somebody told me he took the bus.
Of course, they want to show a commercial. Paying us for this commercial.
Yeah, this is not paid programming by the Truth and Logic crew. I don't know what the fuck. And what are they even advertising?
I don't know.
Some ugly ass sneakers.
I'm cutting the volume down. I don't want to hear this shit. I didn't play y'all commercial. We don't want to hear this shit, so we gonna talk over your commercial because I don't want the people that's watching hear this bullshit commercial. Shit. Now
Martin Jr. remains in Cook County Jail just a day after he's charged with packing parts of his girlfriend's dismembered body in his luggage as he visited his mother's South Suburban home from Kentucky.
She was devastated. She was devastated still when she was talking to me.
Neighbor Hazel Brown says Martin's mother tried to explain to her what happened. During a hearing this morning, the 30-year-old waived extradition to Kentucky, where he faces several charges, including murder and domestic violence.
Yes, can somebody get here immediately, please?
Martin's mother called 911 after making the gruesome discovery after smelling a foul odor coming from his luggage he'd put in the garage. Neighbors say the suspect had been staying in his mother's Markham home for about a week after supposedly losing his home in Louisville. Friends say the two had been estranged for years.
So he took the suitcase in my garage. I just took him to the library. I said, let me see what's in the suitcase. I had my guy pull it down, and it looked like it's a body in there.
Investigators say Martin killed his girlfriend about a month ago, then stuffed her head and other body parts into 3 bags before boarding a Greyhound bus to Chicago, where his family picked him up.
And it's just devastating to think about something like that happening around you, where you would never, ever expect anything like that to happen around you.
Attempts to speak with Martin's family were unsuccessful. As his neighborhood and a family tries to make sense of all of this, Melvin Martin Jr. remains in a lockup, waiting for authorities to take him back to Kentucky.
Nigga. Okay. When I first heard this story, you already know what my first question was. Is he black or white? And then my second question was,
white folk shit.
You had her ass chopped the fuck up and dead for a month. So when you came home, and they obviously ain't say that he took the bus because
they said he
ain't. Oh, okay. Because he ain't getting on a plane. They would have been like, get this nigga right now. You had her chopped up for a month. And then when you got home and you came through the door, your mother ain't be like, you stink? What stink? That shit ain't hit right away. She wrapped in the plastic? Like, because she was already dead for a month. Didn't they just say that? What the fuck? Niggas is crazy. So what she do? Because the line says she must have cheated.
Well, they said they had domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
So he might have been tired of going to jail. I don't know. But man, look, fellas, I'm here to tell y'all, any man that's out there listening, if a woman puts you in jail, or if you feel like you need to put your hands on her, just leave. Fuck it. Just leave.
Shit, same for the woman. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody. But if you that fucked up from somebody that you got to go ahead and kill them, and in your mind you like, bitch, you ain't never leaving me. See, that be that shit right there. You ain't never leaving me shit. And obviously he ain't never want her to leave because he done kept her ass around, carcass and all.
And what he said was he wanted a part of her with him forever or some shit like that.
Get the fuck out of here. And they didn't mention anything about her family, did they?
No, I haven't heard anything about her family. So,
because I would have been like, put this nigga down, sue the fucking who did she even put out a domestic violence report against his ass? Like, what the fuck is that? I would need my family to go hard for me, because I'll be goddamn. You ain't finna chop my ass up and put me in no goddamn suitcase. He had all the body parts in the suitcase?
I know they said the head was in one bag or some shit, so I don't know.
Niggas is out here on some totally psycho shit.
But I'm gonna tell you,
it's crazy, but I'm not surprised.
This is how fucked up this world is becoming. So in Chicago, nudity activists is calling for bulletproof book bags for kids.
So the continuation of instilling fear that they are not safe at school or going to school or coming from school because, you know, you might get shot because, yeah.
There's more than one kind
of course, we got a commercial. We ain't gonna listen to this bullshit because we don't care.
That's fine. Why the commercial is going, this poses a question. So what schools are they doing this to? Because last time I heard, I don't think they shooting up no black school.
Community activists in Chicago want children to carry bulletproof backpacks. So the group, Violence Interrupters, which is led by Teal Hardiman, is calling on Governor Pritzker and Mayor Lori Lightfoot to introduce measures to provide body armor to kids. Hardiman says nearly 40 children have been shot and killed so far this year. Now, one of them was DeJour Wilson, who Hardiman claims might be alive if she had this kind of protection.
The young girl, DeJour Wilson, was shot and killed on 47th Street. If she had a bulletproof backpack, there's a possibility it could have helped to save her life if somebody could have acted fast and put the bulletproof backpack in the window.
Several backpacks were handed out at yesterday's event.
It's hard to wrap my mind.
Now, my question is this. Nigga, are you helping to do anything about these niggas and the violence in the neighborhood? You just giving shit to perpetuate, I feel like.
The line said if my mother, daughter, sister go missing and nobody spoke to them, it's not gonna take a month for me to find out.
Oh yeah, about that girl. I'm telling you, because that shit is wild. Okay. But back to the school. What you think about that? You feel like your kids need to be going to school with that shit on?
No. And I'm gonna tell you why. One, a bullet, if somebody's shooting you, if you get shot, when you hear the bullet, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I believe. And you have a lot of people protesting Kim Fox now. They've been
now they protesting her.
Yeah. Just because the lady that got stabbed at Walgreens, the guy was in there for robbing a gun store, and they let him out. And they saying that, you know, their daughter wouldn't be dead if it wasn't for her. So a lot of people are going after Kim Fox. And they going after her hard. They found out what we already know. But we need to get the guns off the streets, and we need to start letting people some things just need stricter punishment. You know,
right.
Hey, I'm not saying if you stole some candy or you stole a little money here and there or whatever the case may be, that you need to spend 20 years in jail. But for some of the more heinous crimes, you should spend a good portion of your life in jail. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Stop trying to cater to people. And I've said this before. I think a reason why they trying to let a lot of especially black people out of jail that commit certain crimes is because they know that the black people are going right back to the black neighborhood to commit these same crimes in the black neighborhood.
Exactly.
So killing they pretty much killing two birds with one stone, because you get to continuously have the people out to terrorize the neighborhood, but then you showing the black community, hey, I'm letting black people out.
Right.
So Delon say they overthinking this entire thing. Violence and crime is the direct result of poverty. Create more job and invest in mental care, and shootings drop. Yes and no. Another thing is with no fathers in the household, because
Right.
you have a lot of these boys that's growing up to be men and was never taught how to be a man. Let's call it what it is. Most men, for the most part, men are logical. Women are emotional. Now that's not saying that men don't get emotional and women are not logical. But just okay, case in point, you have a woman get pulled over by the police, she gets to crying or whatever, she could get out of a ticket. You have a man gets to crying, he gonna get looked at like a bitch. Let's just call it what it is. So a lot of these boys, they see how their mothers are doing things because that's the only people that could teach them. That's why we have a lot of boys that's acting like women. They very emotional creatures. They don't know how to be logical in their action. So I think that's one of the biggest problems that we have. So yes, I do believe in investing in the community, but we also need to invest in fatherhood too. And
Right.
when I say that, that's coming from both sexes. Because whenever people talk about fatherhood, they always talk about the men who leave. That's not always the case, because you have women that keep kids away from men, and everybody loves to talk about just the ones, just about the fathers not wanting to be in the kid's life. We hammer that shit to the ground, but nobody ever want to talks about the fathers that want to be in their kid's life but are being prevented from being in their kid's life.
Mm-hmm. That's true, and I agree with you on that sensibility. I just think that it's so
I agree, Delon.
many things that they coming up when it comes to solutions for shit, and it's just like you're not even attacking the problem. You just saying that you just also instilling in your kids' mind that you living in a war zone, so you need this book bag because you might get shot, and not instilling in their mind that they won't get shot. Even though I feel like it's good to, in a certain standpoint or sense, be honest with children, but at a certain age and with certain shit. But it's like it's also programming them to think that it's a possibility I'm gonna get shot going to school, coming from school, in school.
Right. And you living in fear. I mean, look at the
Right.
Okay, just think about 9/11. After that, how many times did they say, "Oh, we in orange, we in high alert, we in orange,"
Right.
and everybody, everybody on edge. Nothing happened.
Shit, niggas is on edge now with this shit now.
But I'm just saying, back then we was always popping up in orange. Now everybody nervous. Oh man, we on edge. Nothing happens, but it kept you in fear. And whenever you in fear, a lot of things get passed. What got passed then? The Freedom of Information Act. Everybody was scared. So now what's going on? It's something that, because the government is a lot of things the government can't do without the citizens agreeing to it. So the easiest way to get your citizens to agree to certain things is to make sure that they're in fear of certain things. So, I mean, it is what it is, and the reason I'm gonna tell you the reason why I have no political affiliation. One, I believe the Republicans don't really care about black people like some of them try to say that they do. And the Democrats, they want black people to be lazy and depend on the government. And so I have no political affiliation, because I'm sorry. Democrats, they big up welfare, but they never tell people how to get off welfare. So you have all these programs to keep you dependent on the government. What happens when you depend on the government?
They fuck you. I mean, to put it lightly.
With no Vaseline.
With no Vaseline. Dry. Damn. Dry ass palms. But I agree with you in that sense, especially nowadays. I feel like, me personally, I've come into a sense where I no longer wanna or feel like I'm associated with either party. Because at the end of the day, I feel like it's bullshit, honestly. And it's like, either way you choose, some way you gonna get fucked. Whether you know it or not. Whether you think you are or not. Because, like you said, the Republicans have their agenda, and I feel like some of them don't have our best interests at heart when it comes to black people in general. And then the Democrats think that, here, nigga, damn. That's how I feel about them. So
that's why I vote for whoever I felt lied to me the least.
And it's sad that we even got to do that, but I mean, look at it though.
Yeah.
But look at it. And I hope that the people that's gonna vote, I hope that they are putting more emphasis on the fact that this is more than just which I know they won't, because when have they ever? This is more than just a Biden versus Trump type of thing. That this is why you not voting for the niggas in Congress. Those are the ones that make the laws.
Yeah.
The state legislators on that shit. The president ain't, they just signing yes or no. They not the ones in there actually implementing the shit that affects the people. So, and that's fucked up, because, well, even in this election with Congress, it's usually 2 years after presidential election, correct?
Shit, something like that. I know the Congress and the House, one of them do 2 years, one of them do 4, some shit. I don't know.
Right. So they get you all hyped and tell you to vote when it's time for the president and shit like that. But when it's time for you to vote for Congress, niggas ain't telling you to do that shit. Ain't no rock the vote. Ain't no celebrities campaigning that shit. And you wonder why. Think about that shit. Go ahead, look it up yourself. But it's like, because they want you to just do the popular vote and then complain about motherfuckers or when niggas don't give you shit or ain't done shit for you.
Right.
Why? Because you ain't voting for the right people. Which I didn't know that myself. I ain't trying to say up here like I know every fucking day, because I don't. But I know one thing. I can't stick with one side and be on one side, because everybody fucked up in my eyes.
Oh, they all fucked up.
Nah. And either way, we fucked. So, there's that with that. But I know I had another story that I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what the hell it was. Oh shit. Did I talk about the movie that they put on Netflix? The Cuties movie? Did I talk about that last?
I know we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were talking about the 2 posters.
Right. And how they was doing it. So they put it on on Netflix. It's on there, available in the US. And a lot of people are trying to have excuses for the fact that it's a movie that's trying to necessarily explain or put light on how the children are, particularly in France, and how social media is influencing little girls and them to shake their ass. But this is my thing. You can do a fucking story or a movie about that, but why you gotta be camera close up into a 11-year-old girl's ass and her private parts and her shaking her ass on camera? What that got to do with showing or proving a point that shit is like ridiculous and nasty?
Because there's a lot of pedophiles out here.
Exactly my point. So apparently Netflix has lost, I believe, from what I saw an article, it said 9 million, because a lot of people canceled their subscription due to them not taking this movie off. And it's a lot of people defending, but that's not how the movie is. And I'm just like, but I feel like it's allowing shit to be normalized, especially this pedophilia. And you literally just showed us a video last week where these niggas is trying to normalize it as being a part of the LGBTQ and it being something that would be normalized. So you saying it would be okay for a motherfucker to be out here, see your little daughter, your little son, and be like, I want that. What?
And then that's the problem.
How?
I mean, one, to me, and maybe the reason I can't explain it is because I don't see a child and have any type of attraction to a child. But I don't see how you could look at this child and get aroused.
Exactly.
That, I mean, this shit is gross. But to sit up here and try to normalize this shit is wrong. And one of the rumors that I've heard is they're trying to put them part of the LGBTQ community. That's a rumor. I don't know how true that is, but supposedly they're trying to get them part of that community.
That is a rumor I heard as well. And frankly, if I was a part of the LGBTQ, I would be mad as fuck and would not be going for that.
Exactly.
Because then that puts in a thought process that everybody that's gay like little kids. And that's weird as fuck. Okay? Because technically, what I found out, the guy that discovered LGBTQ community or that organization was, I gotta find the name of this motherfucker. He was a part of a fucking organization called NAMBLA.
North America Man Boy Love Association.
Exactly.
Yes.
So,
and if anybody want to know how the hell I know that, because I've done research on that stupid shit.
Right, me too. I just can't remember this sick motherfucker's name. But
I
it's like,
put that out there because I ain't want nobody to say, "How the fuck you know that shit?"
but it makes no sense. Like we say all the time, how can you be perpetuating and enforcing and programming these kids to feel certain ways about how they feel about their gender and sexuality at such a young age, but they not old enough to vote or drink or smoke or go to fucking war?
But hey,
or be tried as an adult unless you're black. So come on now.
The American way is you don't have the right to pick which parents you want to live with in a divorce. But goddamn it, you got the right to pick what sex you want to be.
Right.
That's the American way.
Right. Delon said he's 27 and he corrected him. He said, I'm not attracted to anybody that can't even drink legally. Man, I'm telling you. Shit, at my age of 35, I don't even want to date nobody that's not in their 30s.
Yes, in California, they just Armando, in California, they trying to change the age consent. Actually, what they're trying to say is you got 10 years. So a 14-year-old could talk to a 24-year-old.
Right.
Nothing happens to the 24-year-old. That's what they're trying to say. That's what this shit disgusting. One, if anybody agrees with anything like that, you know what? Who we need to call?
My name's Skeeter Mills.
Everybody agree with that? We should just call Skeeter Mills.
No. Yeah, because that's some like real bogus, absolute bullshit to me. But that's why California on fire now. Burn. Hollywood with all that shit they be doing when it comes to kids too. Burn, burn, burn. Fire. The God is mad.
Yeah, I think the Lord mad at California.
Because let me tell you, even though it's kind of weird to me, because when I seen the map, I'm like, it's only mad at California and none of this shit has traveled over into Canada. But, you know, let me stop asking the right questions. But that's weird. That's weird. Why? How the fuck came niggas voted that shit in? Y'all voted that in? Or
Well,
unknowingly?
look what's in California. I mean, they say a lot of these celebrities are big into pedophilia. You have a lot of
Big,
celebrities that live in California.
big, big,
So,
big. And it's wild, it's fucking sick, and something need to be done about that shit. But nobody cares about the kids, as you have said plenty of times, David. And it's gonna be brushed under the rug. They talked about the cuties thing. People were mad. People canceled. People felt some type of way. I still feel like it's fucked up. But no, it's not top news. It's not top news. You know what's top news? Fucking COVID, the second wave, and all this other stupid shit that's going on. This whole you saw they stopped in New Jersey and Mexico. They saw the lights in the sky, these UFOs and all of this shit. And I'm just like, okay.
Oh yeah. Well,
I believe aliens are real. But
aliens just don't want to come here. We fight over stupid shit. Aliens have no chance.
What do you mean have no chance?
Aliens ain't got no chance.
They finna take the fuck over. This they chance because niggas too busy fighting over petty shit.
They fighting over black and white. We green. You know what they do to us?
You know what I'm saying? A bitch done seen ancient aliens. I already know what's going on. But it's just like the shit is just fucking horrible. I refuse. I refuse to be a part of a narrative to make it feel like they gotta sexualize these kids. That shit is weird as fuck. This whole gender identity, this whole when your kids get back to school, they could choose whatever bathroom they want to go into because of how they identify. They can't even fucking spell identify. What the fuck are you talking about choosing which bathroom? So if your son LeBron go to school, he go use the bathroom for the boys, and then a girl come in there talk about I'm in here because I'm a boy. What? Or Brittany go to school when she get older, and a boy come in the bathroom with her talking about because I'm a girl.
Well, like I tried to explain to the young lady that works with us.
Would you date an alien?
No.
No.
But like the girl that we work with, you know, she's a lesbian, and she was like, everybody keep, you know, the whole bathroom thing. She's like, you know, I don't see a problem with it because, I mean, they should have the right. Y'all think that they just trying to be pedophiles. I said, well, let me tell you this. If I see a female that has just a nice pair of tits and a nice ass, and I want to get in there and do something, I'm walking in, they try to stop me, and I say I identify as a female, beard and all. Now they got to hold back because I said I identify as a female, and I go in there and rape her. Now what? So I'm not necessarily saying that just because you're gay, that means you're a pedophile. What I'm saying is this opens the door for pedophiles to go in and not only just pedophile, but it opened the door for creeps to come in. You know,
just weird motherfuckers in general.
Right. So now you can have a female get raped.
Because shit, I feel like shit be a stepping stone for shit. Because once if they were to allow this weird shit to go on, it'd be even more weird shit and more weird shit that they're going to continue to allow to go through and be put through. Right. And niggas is just gonna go ahead with their lives and worry about they WAP and Cardi B divorcing and you know who Megan Thee Stallion dating next and all this other shit.
Yeah, and people get mad at stupid shit. But you know what? I want to show you this video. Oh, this is.
Is it a commercial?
No. No, that's stupid. That's some fucking.
I was about to say, I just hear some noise going on. What is going on with that?
Okay, this is right here. So let me share the screen. Check out this stupid ass video. If this ain't some stupid shit. Now I'm gonna pause it because we're gonna walk through this real quick before we get off. So now, watch. How the hell do they shit?
You're gonna give me my fucking money back. Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here.
I told her, excuse me, it's ma'am.
Now look at that motherfucker.
It is ma'am. You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am. I said both of you. No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am. I actually said both of you guys. It was general. Right beforehand, you fucking said sir. Sir? Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir. I apologize. Motherfucker. I apologize.
I can't even take this shit seriously.
Call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in the store. I need your corporate number now. Get it for me now. Give me your corporate number. Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man, because quite clearly I am not. And I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay? Yes, get it for me now. I'm asking you to stop. Get it for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing. Give me the damn number. Yeah, please. Ooh. Ma'am, I apologize. Ooh. I apologize. I will get you that number right now. No, you're just going to keep bumping your gums. You're just going to keep bumping your gums and disrespecting trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to lose money over this.
Where was this at? Is the store still open?
I don't know, but I was at a GameStop.
A GameStop?
Yeah. And
yo, when he said, I am a woman, I was like, wait, your voice is deep as hell, bro. I don't care. I don't care what you
did. Mm-hmm. This is what he should have did.
Skeeter Mills? He wasn't going to do that.
Right, let me show you, baby. That ain't no woman. It's a man.
I can't deal. You so damn stupid. We gonna have a fucking lawsuit on our hands. They gonna be like the Tru Logic show.
I just made a little clip. Hey,
that don't make no damn sense. But this is my thing. So he said to sir, I guess if the guy tried to correct it, okay, ma'am, now you could buy your shit and go. Let me give you a perfect example. It was maybe like a year or two ago in the wintertime. I went to like a O'Reilly's or Auto Parts or something like that. And I had on a hoodie and a fucking cap. And you know my hair's short. So I walked in there and I was looking for something, and a guy came up to me. He was like, hey, bro, what you need? I'm like, I'm fine, but I'm not a bro. But it's okay. I didn't fucking take no offense and act like a crazy. Like, you don't know a woman when you say a woman. I didn't go into a whole fucking conniption about my gender because somebody assumed that I was something because I had on some baggy ass shit. I would have mistaken myself for a fucking girl too. I mean, for a dude too, because I just had some shit to go run to the store. But
well, just like
even though that motherfucker literally looks like a man, I don't look like a fucking man. I was just dressed in some shit.
I'm sorry.
He couldn't see my face.
That was a man. That's a man with a purse. I'm sorry. That motherfucker had the XY chromosome.
He had some big drawers on and some bell bottoms, jeans.
That's what we should start saying. Instead of calling each other man and woman, you either got the XX or the XY. Nah, motherfucker.
I mean, if we want to get technical, right?
Right. But look here, everybody. That's our time. It's 6 o'clock. Let me see. I'm gonna do the rhyme. This your boy Diz. I wish I was like David, but I know I could never be like David.
Finna curse your ass out.
But like I said, I'm a man of my word. I would tell the nigga I said that.
Okay. Yeah. It's your girl Shells. Thank you for kicking it with us. We'll be back.
This your boy David. Hey, Deron, thanks for saying you want to be like me, bro. I appreciate it.
Yo, you so damn stupid. Y'all be good. Peace and love. Make sure you feel the real. Check us out. YouTube, Facebook, all that.
It's your truth versus my logic. I'm not about to play this intro right now because I ain't got it on there. So y'all know what the intro.
Damn, I thought we was going out smooth, nigga. You horrible.
Here we go. And we out.